Hi there, welcome back everybody. Thanks for tuning in to watch this video. So we're still on the Valentine's theme and we're going with the Valentine's theme in colours today. Using this rather lovely mould. It is a round pot with a lid and we're using some acrylic paint to pigment the resin that we're going to use. And possibly some glitter. Maybe some more glitter. Maybe also some silver foil. Who knows? Anyway, so we've mixed together some Tea Expert resin. It's in very, very clear. It's almost completely bubble free. And yes, I've just bought this acrylic paint is actually from The Range, which is a chain store here in the UK. And as you can see here, I'm having rather an issue trying to get the paint out of the tube or the bottle. And it was at this point where Laura realised that the hole in it wasn't quite big enough. So off camera, I did stop the camera, off camera, actually made sure that all the seal, the protective seal on the bottle was removed. We've squidged some in and we're just going to stir it up. Now I'm just going to show you me starting to stir it. Make sure you mix it thoroughly. And you will find, as long as you don't put too much in, that your project, whatever you're making, will still set beautifully. But I rather like this. Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera there as well. It wasn't quite right, though, for me. It was not quite the right shade that I wanted. So I've added in some Vista Polar White resin pigment, which I'm just doing off camera there slightly. You will see it any moment now. There we go. So just a small amount there, mixing it in, stirring it in vigorously but carefully. As you can see, I am wearing gloves. Make sure you wear gloves, wear the respirator mask and so on. Then in another little jug, because we've separated the resin into 3 little jugs or mixing pots, we're adding in some silver foil, which it always gets stuck to me. And you can put in a large clump and then you'll find that as you stir it, it sort of breaks up into much smaller pieces. There you go. So this was after just like a few minutes stirring, or a minute or two stirring. So I opted to go for that colour glitter. Everything that we're using in the video today is going to be down in the description box. So here we are. Yep, just adding it in, and I got a bit fed up and a bit impatient because, you know, I am a bit that way. So I added in some more glitter just by taking the top off. Go careful if you're going to do that, because you don't want to drop it and have the whole tube or the whole pot dump into the resin. There we go. I love the way it sparkles on the surface there. So we're just mixing it in. There we go. And it's it amazes me how it changes the colour. Now, I apologise. I don't know where the footage went where it showed me actually pouring this into the round pot itself and then into the lid. But what I did is I did it in layers, and then I've took a stir stick, put it down inside the mould, and then dragged it up to the top. I think it's called the scoop method, up and over, up and over. So you get all 3 layers of the resin to mix, but not too much. That's the theory. So here we are, 24 hours later. This is the lid. As you can see, it's quite a nice effect. We've got a little bit of overspill going on here. I'm just trying to release it from the outside of the mould. Please excuse the state of my hands. That is not resin that I've got on my skin that has created that reaction, if you can see it. The redness is caused through eczema because I have sensitive skin and I've used a new soap and it's completely reacted with it. So yeah, hence why, you know, always wear gloves whilst using anything like this, and don't do what I did and be silly and change your brand of soap you use. Anyway, moving on. This mould is coming away quite nicely. It's nice and clean. It's got that unusual sort of druzy bubble effect to the lid. Most of the silver foil looks like it's gone down there rather than into the top. Unfortunately, we've got a few little surface bubbles there. But, you know, this is handmade with love, not bulk made in a factory. And then you can see where the glitter there is there on the edges. And it's got like a beveled effect, or faceted effect, not beveled. Sorry, faceted effect there. And as you turn it over, there you go. So it's a shame that some of the silver foil hasn't shown up very much from the the top side of the lid. However, I do love that glitter and the pale pink resin. So this is the base. We've got a little bit of overspill there as well, which we need to just get rid of. Otherwise, I'm never going to get this out of the mould. And I did that just using little stir sticks. So there we are. It comes, this one does come away quite nice and straightforward from the mould. There we are. And just releases. I love the way that pink's gone. And there you go. You see a bit more of the silver foil there. We did the drop swirl technique again, which is, if you want to see how that's done, you can go back and look at some of our, I think they were called Baroque style vases, where we demonstrate that back in our video. So if you go back and have a look in our video library, look at that. I mean, if you didn't know any better, you'd think that was actual glass. Lots of facets in glass. Beautiful. Reminds me of jewellery actually as well, the stones. So it'd be interesting to see. Oh look, so there we go. We've got some more glitter in the bottom. And again, that sort of like bubble effect or druzy effect on the inside there. Perfectly smooth otherwise on the inside. And then with the faceting finish on the outside of the pot. Now the test is going to be, does the lid fit the pot? I really love this actually. Wow. Almost looks like you've got little diamonds, little pink diamonds in there with that. It's beautiful. I love the way all the nice faceted edges are catching the light. Really, really pleased with this. Sort of a milky, pinky, opaque colour. Beautiful. Very shiny on the bottom actually there as well. Right, does the lid fit the pot? Here we go. Yes, it does. There we go. Just the way, unfortunately, the way the pink's mixed does make it look like it's a different colour pink to the one in the base of the pot. But I'm really pleased with this actually and the way it's come out. First time of using this mould. Very pleased with it. Here's the final shot. Thanks everyone for tuning in, watching, liking and subscribing. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up, please. It really helps with the YouTube algorithms and our videos. Drop us a comment. What do you think of this video? And whether or not you think we should do it in any other colourways. Anyway, thanks again. Take care, everyone. And we'll see you again in the week with another video. Thanks. Goodbye.